All right, everybody, welcome back. So we hope you enjoyed that video. That was Mohamed Khatani, the 2015 world champion of public speaking. And let me tell you a personal story about Mohamed Khatani, that guy from Saudi Arabia. Actually, the good thing about joining Toastmasters in Korea is every year they have a national conference where they invite speakers from all over the world, and the VIP keynote speaker was 2 years ago Mohamed Khatani. So I had the privilege of meeting Mohamed in person and had some conversations with him one-on-one about public speaking. And one of the most impressive things about him was he used to stutter as a child and growing up in high school and even through university. Do you know what stutter means? That means when he talks, he does not let his voice flow nice and fluidly and fluently. He speaks in a more stammered manner like this. So today I will talk about your first assignment. So he used to do this when he was talking, and he was so afraid of speaking in front of people that he decided to do stand-up comedy when he was in university, just to get himself out of his comfort zone. And then he joined Toastmasters and got more and more involved. And through practice, blood, sweat, and tears, he was able to make it as the world champion of public speaking. So anyway, this is a very great story of Mohamed Khatani, world champion of public speaking. So we hope you enjoyed that video. So today we will continue talking about your novel speech. So let me open up my screen here. Okay, we will get this going. So here we have the introduction, which we just talked about. So we saw him use a provocative statement, a joke, props, unusual body gestures, all in the same opening. Very, very effective, much better than I could do. That's why you watched that video. So now we will talk about the main body of your speech. So this is most often illustrated by stories. So remember, just another key fact of public speaking, people do not remember facts. If you think about commercials that you watch on TV, do they tell you statistics about the products? If you buy this stopwatch, it was made with carbon fiber, and it's very, very stiff like this. And it was made in Indonesia with very fine quality plastic. No, right? They will show a guy maybe running as fast as he can with the stopwatch, maybe finishing the race, crossing the race line, the finish line, with sweat pouring down his face, to give you some sort of emotion that if you carry this watch, maybe, just maybe, you'll be a marathon champion, right? To give you that emotional surge. So that's what you want to try to do with your speeches. Instead of just telling us information, you want to humanize it with stories, through storytelling about you and your life. All of you have very interesting stories and experiences. So example, maybe you want to do a novel speech on the benefits of farting, right? And then you tell a story about you and your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner in an elevator together in silence. And then what happens? You hear sound like that. Okay, so, and then your partner says what? Oh my gosh, was that what I thought it was? What are you talking about, right? So you can act out the stories using dialogue and show us your emotions, right? Don't tell us you were embarrassed. You can show us how embarrassed you were. You can say, my face turned so red and my hands started to shiver. Oh my gosh, is she going to break up with me now? Right? So this is much more effective than I was embarrassed and worried that she would break up with me. Okay, so show us some emotions, humanize yourself, right? Average stories from your everyday life, and this will help your main body, okay? So just, that's all you need to do. Tell us your story. We already watched this speech. So just teach us with what you know, okay? Something that you know. You can be concise and clear. Make sure it is very easy to understand what you're saying. Okay, you can use simple language. Simple language is best, that everybody knows. Okay, we're not experts in the area, most likely. So just remember who your audience members are, okay? If you're talking to a group of engineers and you yourself are an engineer, then you might use different language than if you are talking to a bunch of people studying marketing and Russian literature and business. So anyway, just remember who your audience is, and you only need 2 or 3 main points to support your main idea. That should be enough. Okay. So you can look in the book for more information on that. And then you can conclude with a strong summary, summarizing your main point once again, okay, and motivate us to do something or to use what you taught us in our lives, right? That's why you are here in front of a group of people, because you have something valuable to share, okay? So share with us something that is useful that we need to know, all right? So this is the conclusion. If you need help choosing a speech topic, I put a video here that can help you, okay? There's also in this PowerPoint some more tips and tactics that you can look at, okay, about how to make an effective speech, okay? So you can look here at these videos. Here are examples of novelty speeches or novel ideas. So this is a TED Talk about how to view stress. So it's not, is stress good or bad for you? It's how do you look at stress? So example is, oh my gosh, I have to do this novelty speech. Oh, I'm so nervous. This is terrible. This is the worst thing ever. If you think like that, then this is poisonous for your mind. Yes, according to this novel speech in this example. But if you think, oh yes, wow, this sounds hard, but I really, really want to take this opportunity to grow and change and develop myself and challenge myself and be all that I can be. If you think like that, then stress is helpful for you and can help you grow, right? So anyway, that's the topic of this. It's a TED Talk, so I recommend watching that. Just an example speech. Also, here is an example of speech by another famous guy for you business majors. If you know Adam Grant, he's a professor at the business school and at the University of Pennsylvania, talking about creativity and how to develop your creativity and be original. So you can watch his speech also. Here we have grading. This is the sheet I will use to grade you. So while you are doing your speech, either live in person in the classroom or online streaming like this live, I will be looking for several things. So you can look at this paper. I will be holding this paper in front of me and making some comments. Okay, so these are the things you will be graded on. So if you go down this checklist and include everything is listed here in your speech, you can get a perfect score. Doesn't that sound amazing? Yes. So you can do it. This is your time. Remember, you're an artist. Share with us your art. Think creatively. Use your creative mind. This is the time to express yourself. We are all here in a friendly environment. Okay. And remember one thing, a tip about public speaking is this, very, very important. The audience wants you to succeed. Think about this. Have you ever watched somebody speaking, for example, your professor, and thought, today I would like to see my professor fail. Forget what he wants to say and trip on the floor and have an accident and stammer out of the classroom. Have you ever thought that to yourself? I'm assuming that probably all of you have never thought that either, right? So anyway, this is just showing you that the audience wants you to succeed. So the audience members, each person that is watching you give the speech, they are looking at you and thinking, okay, I'm ready to see this person be very successful, to do a great job delivering their message and to deliver their art form in a very creative and effective way. Okay, so remember, the audience is your friend. They want you to be successful. All right. So that's it for today. That was the second part of the novelty speech. I wish you all success, and we'll see you next time. You can check, by the way, the eClass website. There's an Excel file there with the schedule of dates and speakers. Okay. So check that every week. I will be updating that, and we'll see you next time.